Muhammad Mokaev offers to fight for free next in order to make things right with the UFC. He is determined to get re-signed. Speaking to MMA Junkie, Muhammad said, "I said to Hunter Campbell, whatever I've done at the hotel, I'm ready to pay for that and fight my next fight in the UFC for free. Whatever trouble I make, I think it's unprofessional, but it's something that was in my heart for a long time. I had to get rid of it, and I think I've taken a big lesson. I want to come back to UFC and hopefully I will be back. I think between Dana there's been a misunderstanding. I don't know where he got this PFL talks. I think someone does something behind my back. It's not going to come out of nowhere with PFL. I don't even see competition between the PFL and UFC. The UFC is the best organization in the world, and I never spoke to PFL. They don't even have a flyweight division, so I don't understand. Even at the post-fight interview, I asked for a new contract because I want to fight the best in the world." Conor McGregor was at the Sturgis motorcycle rally yesterday, and this clip is making the rounds on social media. Popular streamer Adin Ross had some harsh words for Leon Edwards after he lost $250,000 betting on Leon to beat Belal Muhammad. Nate Diaz ended up getting involved. Nate stuck up for Leon and shut Adin down.
"I want to expose a UFC fighter, on God. Leon Edwards, you are by far the worst champion ever. You lost in your own home country. You suck. You are a disgrace to the UFC. You suck, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck. You lost me a ton of money. You are horrible at what you do. Suck a you suck. It's a joke. He's a champion, and he's fighting like that. Kobe is way better than you as a fighter. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm just keeping it a buck. It's insane, dude. He's a champion fighting like that. What is that bull? In the first round's over, he's talking about, "I can't breathe." Get the out of here, bro. How about you? I don't even know what to say, bro. I'm so flabbergasted on this, bro. This dude was picking him up above his head and like slamming him, and like this motherfucker was like manhandling him. Just pathetic and sad, man. Leon, like that is literally horrible.
Nate reposted that clip to his Instagram story. He wrote, "How about someone beats your ass for talking, you little f***." Adin ended up seeing this post live on stream. Here's how he reacted.
"How about someone beats your ass for talking, you little f***." Oh, hell nah. Damn, I actually like Nate Diaz too, so I'm not even gonna talk. I'm not gonna say back. I mean, should I? I don't know. You guys are saying GG's, bro. Guys, if someone hits me, it's an assault charge. I don't give a f***.
Tom Aspinall says it's a shame that Muhammad Mokaev was released from the UFC. Tom says he feels it's a bit unfair.
Yeah, so Muhammad Mokaev's a lad I've known since he was 12 years old. He's he's in his early 20s now. I think he's like 23, 24. So on the weekend, he fought in the UFC, and him and his opponent had a lot of beef beforehand. They were scrapping in the hotel before. Some real stuff, and I heard some stories about kicking each other's hotel rooms when they're trying to sleep and kicking the doors down and all that. I don't even know what's happened, but these are just rumours. But anyway, the UFC, he went in there, he won the fight. Quite a boring fight, to be honest with you. The UFC kicked him out. Long story short, they don't want to re-sign him because of what's going on. I think it's unfair, to be honest with you. I think it's unfair.
So Mokaev's been kicked out?
Mokaev's been kicked out, yeah. They're not going to renew his contract because of the goings-on in the hotel and backstage and all the rest of it. I mean, this has happened before, all this beef, you know, in the hotel and at the weigh-ins and all the rest of it. It's not the first time, so I think it's a bit unfair on him just to kick him out indefinitely. At the end of the day, I'm not the boss of the UFC, am I? So it's got absolutely nothing to do with me. I'm not running a multi-billion-dollar business, so I think it's a shame, but it's not really my call.
TJ Dillashaw is not a huge fan of Belal Muhammad's style of fighting.
Going into this fight, you just know it's going to be a snoozer, unfortunately, you know? Like,
why you saying that?
Okay, here's a stat that I saw after the fight, is that Belal Muhammad's got 4 hours and 17 minutes and 38 seconds in the cage of the UFC and has 0 knockdowns. He hasn't knocked down anyone in 4 hours and 17 minutes. Doesn't mean what he does isn't effective. He's very good at it. He fights like Khabib. He goes out there, shows his dominance, he's aggressive, he shoots shots, but it's just not a fan favorite. It wins, it's effective. Congratulations, you're a UFC champion.
Dana White made an appearance on Adin Ross's stream. Adin baited Dana into talking about Jon Jones being the best fighter ever again.
There's a meme going on right now. It's with you, and I just want to see if your opinion still stands. Who is the best UFC fighter? Your personal favorite? I'm just curious.
Well, what do you mean best? The best ever, or my favorite? Somebody that I like personally.
Yeah, true. I guess that's two different questions. Pound for pound, who's the best fighter?
The best fighter ever is Jon Jones, hands down. No doubt about it, no debating.
So you think if Jon Jones is in a room with any other fighter, he's the one pound for pound making it out?
Yeah, 100%. You put anybody in the room with Jon Jones, he walks out every time.
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Belal Muhammad ran into Khabib backstage at UFC Abu Dhabi.
Good brother. Man, thank you, brother, so much. How you feel? I feel good. Alhamdulillah, he won. Now we won.
Can you imagine you world champion? You are the world. You are the best world champion.
My brother. I love you, brother. Man,
I'm very happy for you.
thank you, brother, so much. Seriously, seriously.
One more coming.
Inshallah, brother. Next, another one.
So it looks like Tony Ferguson will not be retiring. Tony lost to Michael Chiesa over the weekend at UFC Abu Dhabi. He is now on an 8-fight losing streak. Despite leaving one glove in the octagon, Tony says he still wants to fight, and potentially somewhere outside of the UFC. Tony said, "I'm kind of like, no, I still want to fight. I still want to compete, and I still want to do this. I want to do a whole bunch of stuff. If I didn't have the love, both those gloves would have been left in that f***ing ring. And I want to be real. If those fans out there are willing enough to come and fly and spend thousands of dollars to come watch me compete somewhere, I can f***ing tell you they're going to follow me somewhere. And that's the humblest thing I could f***ing say, because no matter where I'm at, no matter what I'm doing, I'm going to get better and better and better and better. I feel like these gray hairs right here, with the blonde hair kind of slowly starting to fade away too. So I might have to do something different, which is obviously find a new team, which is cool. I found a good sparring team, but I'm going to have to go and start wrestling a little bit more. I'm going to have to put myself out there more." Footage is going around today of Dan Hooker throwing a drink at a man at a sporting event recently. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. These comments are in reference to Conor McGregor slamming a beer in the middle of the ring at BKFC. The first one's from Samer2256. Says Conor McGregor recent bullshit should not be MMA news anymore. The second one's from Hablo Escobar. Says imagine how rich his dealer is got me. And the final one's from Punjabi Piccolo Clips. Says we're never getting that Chandler versus Conor fight. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.